All right, all tied down. Weather, man, look at this. Alone in a snowstorm, off grid. All right.
It was either that or poly, and he said the thing with the poly is if you do it and it gets screwed up, you
Can't reverse it.
yeah. But he said with this other coating, you can touch it up if you need.
Holy cannoli!
Fits pretty good.
It actually fits perfect. I did 25 inches.
Down here.
Does that look okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
You might have found your calling.
Hey guys, winging it works. Blind, it's one of them blind squirrel finds a nut moments. All right, guys, one real quick before John, so John can take off. What do you think? Look okay? All right, guys, we're gonna go back up. I'm gonna let John get on with his day. That was a huge help. Guys, it is dropping in temperature. It was like in the 20s yesterday. Still hurricane winds. So we got the countertop in. I'm gonna eat some lunch and then I got another project. I got the hose, I got drill bits, I got a propane tank outside, so we're gonna hook that up so I can try her out. Sound good? All right. So I don't know if you can see, this is a little dark. This pipe just comes around and then it has a manifold for all the orifices. Well, I took this piece off so I could take it to make sure I get the right size fitting. So I'm going to put this back on and then run the hose back through here. So we're going to run a hose straight down the back through the floor. Sound good? The hose is rubber. Maybe it's supposed to be copper up in here. I don't know how hot it's going to get down here. We'll have to test that theory a little bit. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully it's okay to do the rubber from here to there. Last thing we need is the rubber melting. Let's do it this way for now. I could run this for a while and stick my hand down in here and see if it ever gets hot. There we go. This fitting is way smaller than that fitting over there. So this is just we're gonna feed it from inside then. So that's easy peasy. Make sure I retape everything correctly. Nope. Guess I'm gonna go with the 3/4. This end goes to the stove. I'm obviously gonna have to plug that hole with something, but we'll wait till we're hooked up. Here's our line. I'm gonna feed this in here. Here's the piece that I took off of the end of that pipe on the burner rail. So I can make sure I got the right size connection at the hardware store. So this, I'm going to need to put the tape on the pipe. So when this threads onto the pipe, it's sealed good. And then put a little bit on this. I don't think you have to do this when it's flared like this, but it's not going to hurt to put a tiny bit on there. Olight sent us a couple of new lights months ago, actually. We haven't really used them much, but this works perfect for this. I don't know what the heck this thing's supposed to be, but maybe this is a magnet. Oh yeah. So there you go. This is a nice little work light, actually. So it's got, I think, a little light on the end. Oh, it's got... There we go, look at how bright that is. So, nice little work light, actually. So, yep, this is all clean. Put a little bit of tape on that. I guess this is better than just regular Teflon. I guess Teflon's for water. This is a little bit different, I guess. Either that or the guy just sold me on it. So when you put any kind of tape on piping, always make sure you go clockwise or with the threads. So this pipe sticking here, I hope you can see it. We're gonna thread this on clockwise, righty-tighty, just like everything. And if you go counterclockwise against the thread, it'll just pull it off. So we need to go with the threads. Put just a tiny bit of this on here. I don't think you're supposed to, but I don't think it can hurt anything. I just don't think you're supposed to need it on flared fittings. I'll do one wrap. Just do one wrap just on the threads so it Helps everything screw on better. There we go. I'll do some research and see if that rubber hose being there is a bad thing. All I have to do is turn this on and run this burner for 10 minutes and keep my hand right here and see how hot it gets. So, not too difficult. All right. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go outside. Whew. Now you see why being outside doesn't seem like much fun. Propane tank here. Just got a 20-pounder. See how long a 20-pounder lasts. Here's our line. Hook this back up to our gas valve, and then this to the tank. We're good to go. This is not a flared fitting, and it had the tape on it before. Again, go clockwise or with the threads. Some of the propane lines, like the one that we're going to hook up here in a minute, is counterclockwise, the one that goes inside, the old school style. It goes inside the barbecue tank. That is reverse threaded. So we don't want any of this tape inside here either. Causing issues down the road. All right, there we go. That's on there good. This gas line is just gonna dangle down in here. This is the little hand tight thingy they give you. So you can put this on here before you try to start threading it in. That way you could tighten this in by hand. It's more like a barbecue style thing. Again, when this goes inside, instead of, it doesn't have that big plastic thing that goes on the outside of a tank. When it goes inside, they're reverse threaded. I think I'd rather just do it with the wrench. There we go. Plenty tight. I hope we turn the tank on. All right. Whew, that's on. Hopefully it's not squirting. Oh, it's so cold out here, guys. Well, it doesn't smell like propane in here yet. All right. No propane smell. That's good. I'm thinking that should be copper. Probably gonna go back and do copper or something at some point, because the back of the oven is gonna get hot too, and this is really close to the back of the oven. All right, let's give her a shot. This is the one burner that's not hooked up to anything. We need to get a couple of knobs. I just threw some knobs away from the old stove like a dummy. Oh yeah. I can't believe it's propane already. Look at that. Pretty exciting. So there's a little line that comes from this gas valve up to here, and this would be if you wanted a standing pilot. I'm just testing this for giggles. So you don't want that. You don't want it to be that strong. There you go. You turn that open a little bit more, watch the flames pour out of there. So we don't want that. There you go. Look at this tiny little flame in there. That's what you want if you're gonna try to leave a standing pilot. There's your standing pilot. So we're gonna turn this standing pilot off, but I don't want that standing pilot. So I'm turning this off. Turning this little screw off. Perpendicular to the line. See how it's perpendicular to the line, the flow? That's no gas. So the standing pilot went off. So you just keep a lighter near the stove. And you just light them manually. It's not so difficult. I'm going to leave this one running for a little bit and see how hot it gets. Now I can cook breakfast in like 10 minutes rather than having to stoke the fire up super hot. A little bit of luxury. So you should also check all your connections, guys. Get some soapy water and check all your connections. I don't have soapy water right now, so I'll go down to the shed and maybe I can find a spray bottle or something. I actually have some cleaner in the drawer here, so maybe that'll work. That's not getting hot down there. That hose is still cold. And the heat shield's not on, so. With that heat shield on like that, even less heat should get down there. Look. We got light. We got a freaking, this thing might be as old as the old 48N. So, yeah. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I'm trying to see how hot that gets. I want to see how hot that gets though, so that rubber hose is not questionable. So, just seared all the hair off my arm. Yeah, that hose is fine. It's not even warm. So now we got propane. Holy moly. It's still early in the day, so I guess I'm gonna have to get some clothes on and go out there and try to cut this. So this board had a little bit of waviness to it right here. Yep. If we take that waviness out, I don't know how I'm going to get that out. I'm going to have to buy a plane, I'm going to have to shave it down or buy a planer. I think I want to trace this line into this and keep that so it doesn't look so straight. Like it doesn't look like such a mending spot. If I could pull that off, that'll look nice. Even though the grain changes directions. Alright guys, it's almost 6 o'clock. I got the counter in, just sitting there to see how we like it. We gotta finesse it and clean it up, do all the finishing touches to it, but it's in place. So that's pretty much what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna fix the little crack. We're gonna plane it down and probably put a coat of poly or something on it, but whatever you do with kitchen countertops. So, and I got my stove and propane hooked up. Thanks for hanging out with us guys through all these fiddles the last couple videos and all these projects. I'm pretty excited. The next thing is either I don't know if we're gonna do cupboards up here or floating, some type of floating live edge shelves. So I think we should probably put some cupboards over here now that I see everything laid out, because that'd be more storage. Not that, you know, open shelves aren't, but you can put more stuff in cabinets and store more stuff. Not that we need to put too much crap up here, but so this is what we got for now. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to just sit here and fiddle fart, probably end this video with me fiddle farting around here. So if you want a little relaxing couple minutes at the end of the video, you know, here you go. Don't take off yet. All right, bye.